Now, Apple is going to release the new iPhones, and I thought maybe it's time to round up my iPhone journey a little bit and share my experience. The good and bad, it will be fun. Before we start, if you are new here, basically I've been doing tech reviews for a couple of years and I've just started to grow my own channel. If you like tech-related honest reviews, please sub to my channel. I have a lot more stuff prepared. Thanks. So my first iPhone was the 4S, a second-handed one. It was in 2013, I think. Before that, I was using a Huawei phone and got MIUI on it. The experience was okay, but one day I thought maybe I should try iPhone because it was known for being smooth. So I went ahead and got the 4S. Oh, one funny thing about it though, I asked the guy who sold it to me that why one speaker at the bottom does not work. He said, "The other one is the mic, you fool." Anyway, then I updated the system to iOS 8 and it just became so slow. I was kind of bummed and I felt like Apple lied to me. My next iPhone was the 6S. I liked the design a lot and the aluminum body is just so thin and light that it felt right to hold it in hand. Besides the design and build, the hardware was not too far behind when I got it and it became a workhorse. Back in those days, I was doing a project management and I needed to take a lot of product pictures, then send them to the customer for confirmation by email. Although there's just one camera on it, but the sharpness and color accuracy of the photos just helped me a lot. It was a great purchase. Then I upgraded to the iPhone XS. Like if I've noticed, I skipped a few iPhones in between because I was using some other phones. But anyway, I was really attracted to the overall performance of the XS. It really shone when I got it. The gesture controls were really new to me. The Face ID changed the way I secure and unlock the phone, and the system was still just buttery smooth. It is the phone that does not have the overly HDR effect the new iPhones have starting from the 11, so I took a lot of great photos for my girlfriend back then. She was very happy about it. Fast forward to now, I'm using the iPhone 15 Pro Max, the biggest iPhone I've ever tried, and also the biggest purchase I've made. So far, it has been great, top-notch performance, great cameras, and I can buy a lot of accessories like beautiful phone cases for it to make the experience a lot more enjoyable. But I haven't had that kind of wow moment with it, mainly because it is not too much different from the XS, and the signal is still bad compared to other phones out there. I'm still trying to get used to the size since it is quite a handful for me. I see it as a good thing as I won't be digging into the phone too much every day. Although I've been using iPhones for many years, it does not mean that I haven't used other phones. For example, I got a Samsung S8 in 2017 and I was using that phone for 3 years actually. That phone back then was so attractive to me. The design, the camera, it was killing the iPhone at that year. If I were to choose the best iPhone and the worst, I would say the XS is my favorite because the usabilities and the cameras just gave me a lot of a good experience. I still keep it as my secondary phone right now. Whenever I want to take a break from the big-ass iPhone 15 Pro Max, then I will reach out to it for a little comfort. And my least favorite is the 4S. I bought the phone at the wrong time because shortly after it upgraded to the iOS 8, it became so laggy. So over the years, I've really enjoyed some of the features on the iPhone. The first one is the aesthetics. I know people would say that we can change anything on the Android, but not on the iPhone. Well, it's true, but from my perspective, I think I prefer the icon design and the color combos on the iPhone. We're no artists, so if I have been offered something that is truly design and function-oriented, I take it. In fact, I would say the consistency in the aesthetics has always been better on the iPhone. Also, since there are fewer iPhones than Android, developers can spend less time making the icons and UI better. If you don't like to make too many changes to your phone, you should go with an iPhone. And also, in the coming iOS 18, you can do a lot more. Now, I also like the usability stuff. For a very long time, I enjoyed using AirDrop to share stuff between my devices. I used to have two MacBook Air and now the MacBook Pro. When I had the same Apple ID logged in, AirDrop is just the best tool to share files wirelessly. The iCloud related feature is another thing I enjoy the most. everything was just synchronized well, and the universal copy and paste makes things even easier. But AirDrop has become really bad in the last couple of years. I've seen a lot of people complain that they could not share large files between the iPhone and Mac. It happens to me many times also. Apple just hasn't fixed this. Damn you, Tim Cook. So the bad about iPhone, the number one is the signal. It has always been a weak point of Apple. It does not have its own modem, and Intel really sucks. The Qualcomm one isn't doing any better job also. I've tested phone signals on the Metro and with Huawei and other phones. The iPhone is the worst. I can't see any significant improvements coming, so we still need to stick with it right now. Overall, I've had a good experience with the iPhones, and that's why I haven't switched to Android since the 6S, and the 10S just gave me another sign of staying in Apple realm. I'm not that geeky when it comes to electronics. I focus on the fundamentals of a phone more than other things. Of course, there are fewer and fewer surprises from the iPhone, and that's why AI should be the next big thing for Apple users. I'm really looking forward to having AI help me with day-to-day use, and we will be less reliant on the screen in the future. Alright, so how has your iPhone experience been? Share them in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.